welcome to NBA 2K19. I'm Rachel, and this is NBA 2K TV, your source for in-game updates, expert tips, and exclusives with your favorite NBA personalities. We're excited to be back bringing you guys brand new episodes every single week, all season long. Let's start with...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too, Ernie.
And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Here we are, opening night. Every club can have high aspirations, but Kenny, what's the key to growing throughout the year?
Oh, when you said club, I was thinking nightclub. Oh, what are you talking about?
Of course, you always
but, you know, you got to be willing to adjust. Honestly, be willing to adjust. Don't stick with the same plan just because you might think it worked. If it's not working, it's going to show you it's not working.
You know, it's a long road, so you can never get too high or get too low. And remember, just have fun along the way.
Kind of like we do here.
Yes.
Isn't this a blast?
Yes, it is.
Oh, do we have fun?
We do.
What's the most fun about this job for us?
Just looking at you every day.
Oh, man. You know, I feel the same way about Kenny. You feel that way looking at him?
No, I like, when I look this way, it's this fun. Oh, there's no one there, but that's fun too.
We do have a good time. We were having a good time.
This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Toronto Raptors. C-Web this evening, all the makings of a up-tempo affair. A lot of speed on the floor. They love to play, both these teams, at a very high pace.
They're trying to get good looks early in the clock, and I'll tell you why. Against a better defensive team, why slow the ball up and wait for them to get set? Against better defensive teams, you must speed up the pace to get an open shot. In the NBA, an open shot from a player that's in his skill set is a great shot. It doesn't matter if it's with 1 second left on the shot clock or with 20 seconds on the shot clock. So why not speed the pace up, see if you can get that early look. If not, bring it back out and then set up a play. But run, get it going, and see if you can get some easy looks early.
And now the Lakers starting group. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Brandon Ingram's out there with LeBron James, and it's McGee in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now here's Caldwell Pope. And there's the pass to Ingram. Another shot. The rebound by Ibaka. And And the Raptors with possession.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. Back to Lowry. Rocket against McGee. McGee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, the Lakers no good. The Raptors have got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. And here's Leonard from 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, I like the effort. It always feels good to get on the board first.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Takes it out to Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. A rebound by the Lakers. C-Webb, usually rookies take more threes as they grow in the NBA. That has not been the case for Brandon Ingram.
Well, Ingram went the opposite way, taking less threes. If you think about it, he focused more on slashing and mid-range shots, and I think it's worked for him. He settled less, and he took a big step forward in his offensive development because of it. And look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound, finishing strong on a putback.
Here's Valanciunas. A shot missing. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the paint. And James gets it to go on the assist by Rondo.
Oh, he's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Well, you remember the big trade last summer, the Raptors dealing DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and a protected first-round pick to the Spurs for Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. Toronto guys hoping to make a big run this season, obviously.
And with the uncertainty for how long Kawhi sticks around, Toronto is all in this year. Not an easy trade to stomach, but with LeBron out of the East, they have to feel like this is their chance. This is a make-or-break season for the Raptors, to say the least.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Down low, deflects the pass. And that one's good. Ingram.
Not settling. Ingram uses his size and athleticism getting to the paint.
To the middle. McGee with the block. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for LeBron James. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, 27 points per, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
Oh, an offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
Now, here's Lowry. And it falls over the rim and in. And here's Rondo. The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Green, the pass to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Rondo. The 17-footer. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Now, Chris, this is what we've been waiting for. Opening day, everyone starts with a clean slate, and optimism is high.
There's optimism for every team, even the ones in the middle of rebuilds. And for the fans, I tell you, this is the best day ever because everybody's team is undefeated and it's possible for anyone to win a championship. We're not in February, the doom days of February, where fans have their heads down because the record kind of shows them the reality of the situation. So right now, this is for the dreamers. This is for the fans to root their teams on. Optimism is abundant, but it may not last that long for some teams.
Good perspective. Here's Zubats. Passes it to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Beasley the screen. Here's Ball. And it falls over the rim and in.
Step in the right direction. It's huge whenever Ball finds a way to capitalize from the mid-range.
Van Vliet kicks to Miles. Knocks down the 3 ball. Miles has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Hart. Now Zubats. And here is Ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck.
Powell, the pass to Siakam. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hart. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open. All right, well, look at this. And Josh Hart, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
.54 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet looking for his first basket still in this one. Anunoby misses the 3. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Beasley for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
This one for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Anunoby's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Ball with it to the inside. And that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Wright kicks to Miles. To the wing right side. Here's Anunoby. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talked about the...
Vince Carter really changed the game of basketball in Canada. He created something that is forever lasting, and I think the game of basketball in Canada owes him a lot because he really brought the buzz to the game of basketball in Canada.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Raptors 5 right now. White is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Siakam in at the center position. JaVale McGee's checked in for Michael Beasley. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for C.J. Miles. Leonard comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Powell. James checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Ball in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. I mean, Ball absorbs contact very well.
Down low, got a piece of it. Here's Ibaka. McGee with the block. Here's Stevenson. Clark kicks to Stevenson. Pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Leonard. Stevenson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Here's Siakam. Shoots from the line. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Los Angeles leading by 7. LeBron outside. Right wing. Now Ball. He has 6. The pass to Hart. Over Lowry. Reverses. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Inside, here's Siakam. And he dunks it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Green in for DeLon Wright. And then for Los Angeles, Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 16. Was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Raptors trail by 4. Inside, here's Ibaka.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists now tonight. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Screen by Ibaka. They set the pick. Shot off the screen. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. James with it. Now Green defending. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals. But he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out
there? Rebound by the Raptors.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
For 3, Ingram. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Ingram spotting up and showing that touch made him the 2nd overall pick in 2016.
Screened by Valanciunas. Outside, Green. Here's Anunoby. And again, unable to change momentum here. Outside, Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around. LeBron kicks to Ingram. Green against Caldwell Pope. Rondo passes to McGee. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from McGee.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Green. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Kuzma. Misses the 3. Here's Anunoby. He has 5. Bucket is good. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And now the third quarter, not to get going. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Now here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. JaVale McGee is out there with Ingram. And it's Rondo in at the 1. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy because he gets to the free throw line almost in upwards of 10 times a game. His Euro step, his way to put his elbow up, he baits you to reach in, and then has the presence of mind to be so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling him, "Ma," and you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you getting the foul. And how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong attacking the hole, and DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. Those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players, because there's an art to it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now Rondo, after the missed 3 from Serge Ibaka, and the rejection by Valanciunas. The shot's good from McGee.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And it's 7 points for Valanciunas.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's James. 6 points for him. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Toronto calls timeout. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
Siakam is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. LeBron James second, Rajon Rondo fourth.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Now here's Green. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Stevenson outside. To the paint. 5 to shoot. Here's James, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And that one's good, Leonard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. It's stolen by Green. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Lowry. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him. When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
He is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for the Raptors.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
To the right side. Ibaka outside. Back to Lowry. Stolen away, and it's the Lakers on the break. Mikhailuk, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Raptors trail by 12. Outside Lowry. Wright sets a screen. Fades away. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's LeBron. And some changes here for the Raptors. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Anunoby subbed in for Leonard. And the Lakers making a change here. In the corner, right with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Kuzma sets a screen. To the inside. Here's James.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
Oh, you love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artist.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And the Raptors call time here. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Here's Stevenson. Drops in the layup for 2. Stevenson's got his second basket of the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. And Ball slams it in.
A point guard who can dunk it. Ball is a rarity in more ways than one.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. In the corner, Powell with it. And again, no good by Toronto. Lakers leading by 15. To the middle. Here's James. Powell pulls it in. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Screened by Valanciunas. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Stevenson. Anunoby, good.
Great set play, laying down the screen and setting up the easy chance.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Rebound by the Raptors.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Powell. The offensive rebound. No good from Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Caldwell Pope. That one misses. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to get them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and get them a triple-double and beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, you know, the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Green, he's checked in for Powell. That one goes. Count it.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Feeds to Ingram. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 15.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Screened by Valanciunas. From deep, Miles. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Miles has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Now here's Rondo. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
And the Raptors call time here. Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, you know, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch them to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired are because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
LeBron's checked in for Los Angeles. McGee's shot is off.
Good interior D there prevents the deuce.
wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, two of the greatest players to ever play the game is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year. And, I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
And here's Lowry. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And it's Ingram missing.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
13 feet away. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Kyle Lowry. And here's Rondo. McGee is screen on Lowry. To the inside. The shot's good from McGee.
Hard to do, but you've got to cut off every passing angle in that pick and roll. If you don't, Rondo's going to make you pay.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Ibaka against Kuzma. It's Ingram on the wing. Kuzma with it. There's the pick. LeBron outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. To the middle, here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Back to Ingram. Outside Rondo. McGee a screen. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Green kicks to Lowry. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. From 7. And he can't bank that one in. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Here's Ibaka, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
LeBron kicks to Ingram. It's stolen by Ibaka.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. Putting in that effort, but then walking away without that double. I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 4. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, JaVale McGee.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally. .32 seconds left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 5. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
They set the pick. McGee a screen, passes it to James. McGee trying to break free. LeBron can't get it to go. And here's Leonard from 3. The 3 won't fall. And now they foul and stop the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's stepping to the line knowing he has a chance to seal the deal, and he doesn't.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Lowry from outside misses there. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rajon, what decided this game?
Stops. I think we executed offensively, came up with some lucky plays, and we got stops at the end.
And you fed off of that and got the victory. Thanks again, Rajon. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.